Before we jump into the next one, here's a quick reminder for all of you mobile gamers out there. The ESL Mobile Open is just around the corner, so head over to Twitter right now and get all of those details. Tell your friends, build a team, and earn a spot in the finals.
Feeling like see the stage, hit the vibe. Bomb drop to get ready for the fight. Big dream, one chance, be the star. I'm the winner coming out of the dark.
Step out as a motivator. Let them know that the wait's up. That's how we know when we level up. Hey, that's how we know when we
Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? You know we fall and we get up. Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? It's time, get up.
back in days for ball. Still I'm staying the top. Know about the ball. I got my fan with me. That's how we know when we level up. Yeah, that's how we know when we level up. Level up.
All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? You know we fall and we get up. It's time, get up.
Hey yo guys and gals, welcome back to the ESL Mobile Open Brawl Stars Season 1. We are your casters here for today, Victorcax and Uwu the Magical. And it's crazy to think that we've been through this journey for 2 whole months, but it's finally coming down to here, the final play day number 7 here. Uwu the Magical, I bet you're as excited as I am to see the conclusion of this season's challenges, right?
Yep, definitely to agree with you, Victor Cax. Good to have you back on the panel itself. And I was just doing some numbers, just looking at all the different nations and everything. But oh, it is going to be feisty. But let's take a look at the formats.
This is the ESL Mobile Challenge. Over the last few months, players have been competing in 2 stages of open play, climbing the ladders each month for their chance to make it to the play-ins. In the play-ins, these top teams fought it out, and the best have made it here, to the ESL Mobile Challenge. Here, they will compete against each other each week, testing their skills, their communication, and their teamwork, all to determine who deserves to advance to the finals. It is at these finals where we will crown one team the best in their region and the ESL Mobile Challenge champions.
Isn't it crazy to think that this journey has been a long time coming? I mean, it seemed like only yesterday we were just introducing these guys into challengers, and now we're about to see the conclusion of all of their efforts here in these couple of days, you know? So Playday number 7 here is going to be split a little bit. We're going to be having 2 matches today and 2 matches tomorrow, but be assured, at the end of this, we will be able to see who will be our top 4 to get into the playoffs here. So I think like there's plenty of teams here that are really raring for it. So let's go ahead and run through who are the teams right now who are running in these challengers here.
Yeah, let's take a look at the top 8 team that made it into the challenger. It's definitely the 3 teams from Singapore. We have Waffle Monster, Byro, and Team Flash. Meanwhile, hailing from Japan, we have Crazy Lagoon, Jupiter, and Trooper Suprema. And lastly, the 2 teams that made it from Indonesia is Sunnyside Up and Last Wolf.
Yeah, for those of you guys only just joining us now, you should know that this is a best of 5 single round robin. That's right, they are going to be playing through 5 different maps here, and the best 3 out of 5 here is going to be able to take the absolute win. So that's the thing, all these teams here, you know, they face each other, they know what to expect coming to this, so you can be assured that this is going to be a very, very tough journey for some of these teams, and for some of the others, they're really looking forward to be able to get into the top 4 4 here. Let's have a look at the standings right now to refresh you guys about where all these teams stand right now. Jupiter, of course, is right, the king of the challenges right now. They've won every single matchup that have faced off here in his challengers and have not even dropped a single one, and thus they are sitting at the top with 18 points. Trouble Suprema, the closest challenger to the Jupiter team, unfortunately lost out in their matchup against them, so therefore they will have to take the second spot here, but taking every single game since then, they've definitely proven themselves to be some of the strongest teams here in this challengers. Of course, let's not forget our Singaporean brethren. Team Flash came in this competition very confident, but quickly found that the Japanese teams are certainly a force to be reckoned with. Despite losing out to them, they still managed to win their own matches here and have therefore earned their top 3 spots. Now, this 4th spot here is going to be the most contentious. Byro and Waffles Monsters. Right now, they are more or less tied, but on countback, Byro is actually ahead of Waffle Monsters. So, therefore, these two teams right now, they really are neck to neck. They really have to prove themselves in these last day of playoffs here in order to prove that they are worthy against the top 4. But let's not also forget our bottom 3 here. Crazy Lagoon, despite coming from Japan as well, didn't quite reach the same level of success as their fellow countrymen, but nevertheless were still able to put a few good performances in and out. And of course, last but not least, the last 2 teams here, Sunnyside Up and Last Wolf, hailing from Indonesia. Unfortunately for Last Wolf, they haven't really been able to come online throughout its challenges. But for Sunnyside Up, they're certainly showing themselves to be the stronger of the 2 Indonesian teams here so far.
But looking at the standing itself, it's a crazy one. But I will give you a bit of crazy theory. But let's take a look at the game modes that they are gonna play. It will be Brawl Ball, Bounty, Jam Grab, Siege, Heist, Hot Zone. These will be the 6 modes that they are gonna play. Only 5 will be for today rotation. But let's take a look what and where are they gonna play.
Yeah, so we're going to be starting off with the bot drop map here. Siege mode is going to be quite an interesting one here because it's certainly a map that allows for a lot of fights in the middle. Parallel Blaze is also a very wide open map for a hot zone here, so that's certainly going to be very challenging for teams that really love to use obstacles. Well, there's very little to go for around here. But speaking of obstacles, Snake Prairie, the bounty round here is going to be certainly a very interesting one because the grass is going to make it very difficult to spot your enemies, so you're going to have to be very smart and very shrewd about how you place your shots. Then if they survive that, they will go on to Super Stadium, the Brawl Ball round here, and certainly going to be a crowd favorite, I'm sure of that. And if they do manage to make it to a game 5, well, their final showdown will take place at the heist map of Safe Zone. So out of all these, again, they have to win 3 of these maps here in order to win outright. So this is going to be the challenge that all these challengers here will have to face.
To agree with you that these are the challenges that they have to come. But what are the matchup for today? This is going to be interesting because I have a crazy theory about it. Waffle Monster will go up against Trooper Suprema for the first matchup, and the second matchup of today, and the final matchup for today as well, Crazy Lagoon going up against Team Flash. The reason you must wondering why I have this crazy theory about the 4 teams that is playing today. Well, Trooper Suprema, they are one of the teams that you can say kind of secure themselves into the top 4. But the 3 teams, Waffle Monster, Crazy Lagoon, and Team Flash that is playing today, I was just doing a bit of mathematic calculations, some plus and minus odds on this.
Wow.
Waffle Monster, they are sitting at 10 points. Well, just say they won 10 matches itself, 10 rounds to be exact. They dropped 11. Meanwhile, Crazy Lagoon, they have 7 and 13, 7 rounds picked up, 13 drop. Meanwhile, Team Flash on the other hand has 12 and 6. So it puts that Team Flash is in the secure. But if Team Flash managed to secure at least 2 rounds today against Crazy Lagoon, they are kind of clear for the third placing in the top 4. But Crazy Lagoon, they have to 3-0 this. They have to put a 3-0, and then it puts Team Flash in a very dangerous zone where Waffle Monster and Byro have a chance to topple them and get the 3rd and 4th placing. So Waffle Monster, they have a tall order. They need to win 3-0 clean today. They can't drop the set itself. And tomorrow we have Byro playing against Sunnyside Up. They have to win 3-0 as well to make sure that they can get the 3rd and 4th placing in.
Yeah, let's head back to our 2 teams that will be matching up later here in just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Waffles Monster versus Tropa Suprema, and just like you said, Waffles Monster are really gonna have a heck of a hill to climb here because Tropa Suprema, they're one of the strongest teams here. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be a very tough matchup for our Singaporeans here. But again, like you said, the best bet right now in order to get to the top 4 is to literally 3-0 them, and that's gonna be quite a tall order. But certainly Greek, Kid Drunken, and Doping will be up to the challenge, and certainly they're not lacking in confidence and not lacking in enthusiasm, and that's exactly what I love about this Singaporean team. And the thing is, you know, when we see their performances, they do show certain flashes of brilliance at times, but it just seems like against some teams here, they really haven't gotten a good answer. But nevertheless, this is going to be the first time they will face up against Tropa Suprema. It's going to be an interesting one, certainly for me, because I really want to see where they really stack up when it comes to these top teams. Having a look at the top picks and top bans, of course, not a lot of surprises here. Jesse and Poco going to be their signature picks here for them. Not sure we're going to be able to see that during the matchups because you know, Poco, one of the top bans I think so far. I think we looked throughout the tournament, but that's no given. It's definitely the best healer right now in Brawl Stars and still very viable, especially with this heavyweight meta that's going on right now in this current patch. So in any case, they have to really pull all the stops here if they really want to have the chance now to fight against Tropa Suprema.
Yeah, definitely. For Waffle Monster, they have to put up all they can because they are going up against the lineup of Tropa Suprema. There is Aaron, Rohe, Oneko, and Aerotan. They have been putting up a tough fight for all the teams that is competing in this whole tournament. They have been putting their A game, even though they dropped one set against Jupiter, but they still are strong. If they want to make sure that they can toss one of the team down and get out the 3rd and 4th placing, Tropa Suprema, today is the final chance where they can dictate who will be sitting at the 3rd and the 4th placing. This is going to be interesting, and looking at their average top picks and top bans that they have been picking up Jin, Max, and Ams. At the same time, they've been banning off Stu and Bell. It has been a very mirrored amongst all the Japanese teams to ban off Stu and Bell, but at the same time, they do flex a bit whenever they need to against different countries, against different teams. The composition just change around, and they don't really throw out much of information, so it leaves Tropa Suprema in a very advanced stage situation at the current time.
Yeah, indeed. The Japanese teams, you know, they really have been showing themselves to have some of the strongest arsenal out of all the challengers here in this current season. And that's the thing. That's why these Japanese teams are so formidable whenever they've matched up against here. So that's why, like I said, for Waffle Monsters, this is literally going to be a David versus Goliath battle between the two of them. So yeah, it is going to be, again, I don't want to put too much pressure on them, but Waffle Monsters really had to pull out all the stops. Like I said, they really have to do the absolute best they can, and the thing is that Tropa Suprema is not going to make it a very easy journey for them.
Totally agree, but let's take a look at the matchup and the banned brawlers that they have banned. Now this will be throughout all 5 rounds. For this series, Waffle Monster has taken out Jin and Poco. Meanwhile, Tropa Suprema will take out Bell. They are still afraid of the Bell, and this time they will take out El Primo. So, a bit of a change up. Well, as you said, El Primo is one of the brawlers that is in meta. Waffle Monsters is also quite afraid of the Poco. So, they are playing based on the meta. So Triple Suprema, they do play and flex based on the meta. Meanwhile, Waffle Monster, they are just definitely afraid of the personal skill gap that they are facing up against Triple Suprema especially.
Yeah, and that's the thing that we've always noticed with a lot of teams here. Whenever skill gap's too big, you really have very little that could actually do to try to stem that tide. So Waffle Monsters at least hopes that by taking the Poco out, by taking the Gene out as well, that at least we'll be able to avoid, any kind of rushes when it comes to heavyweights. They want to avoid the wombo combo, obviously, that Poco can definitely bring once he has special out. So that's the thing. But with Bell being taken out as well, that's basically the best sharpshooter in the meta right now that's already out of the way. So you're pretty much left with only either like a Piper. You can even try to go for a Colt, though I think it's kind of risky to do that, especially given the map pool that we have right now is way more wide open compared to some of the previous map pools. And what this tells me is that, if they decide to go for heavyweights, that can actually still be viable here. The only problem is they have to do it without the Poco. Let's go into the first round here, ladies and gentlemen. Waffle Monsters versus Trumpet Screamer. It is going to be on bot drop, and already Kid Drunken and Greek, they got picked up here, just right off the bat.
Oh no, Waffle Monster, that is not what they wanted. Definitely want to go for more aggressiveness, but looks like Triple Suprema, they do have the map control playing from each angle. Kid Drunken has to go for the sides, but have to be careful and throw him, trying to isolate him.
Oh my goodness, isolation is so good. The isolation is so good, and unfortunately, Greek isn't able to stop the bot inside. There's a lot of damage done onto the base now. It's down to 81%, so that's quite a number to do here. And really, Waffle Monsters, they really have to bank on really being able to get the bot out in time here. But with the siege coming out in a few moments, Triple Screamer still 3 bolts ahead, and Rohei just literally not giving Greek any face at all here, not even giving any space, even take any of the bolts. Literally, Triple Screamer is taking control of the middle here. Kid Drunken trying everything he can do here, but he still cannot knock more Eric off of that bridge. He loses his life and for his efforts here, and his level 7 seed spot is on its way now. This is looking really bad for Waffle's Monster.
Yeah, definitely do agree with you. I'm not sure how are they gonna stop this, but they are gonna try to soak up, but oh no, Greg has been taken down. The bot still punching, but finally the bot has been taken down. I love how Trooper Supreme are playing the map control, playing the kiting at the same time, not letting any players get drunken. And the previous stage itself, he was kited towards the position that he can't do it, where Greg has to take the replacement. And look at the placing of all the plays from the side of Trooper Suprema.
Look at the way that Maul was just keeping Rohei alive the whole time. I mean, that's just some next level play there for the Byron. So in any case, right now, the Siege bot is on its way yet again towards Waffle Monster's face. Now, the Drunk is going to try to stand on the front line, try to hold him back. Greek is going to try to tank as much damage as he can, but there's only so much he can do. He's going to lose his life. He's on them. Unfortunately, has to back out of the way. More damage coming their way to stop it. But unfortunately, I think this is done. 3 seconds ago, there's nothing they can do at all. Not even a dent in Trouble Suprema's own base. And that's the first round done here. Wow. Incredible.
What a play coming from Trooper Suprema. It is all textbook. The way how they isolate the players. Kid Drunken got isolated from his team and from the side of the map. And Greek tried the same thing, going towards the right flank, but Trooper Suprema just held on to the map control and just dictating how the movement from the side of Waffle Monster. Waffle Monster just play into the hands of how Trooper Suprema wants it to be. Trooper Suprema gets all the bots, summon the siege bots at the same time, and I'm not sure what Waffle Monster can do to hold on.
I'm wondering why they didn't decide to bring out his thrower, because I feel like if they had a Barley or another thrower or something, someone that can just do some area control, that could actually help deny them the center area, because you can see, that Trova Suprema's whole game plan was basically, let's take control of mid and just not allow Waffle Monster to set foot there ever. That's why, like, the whole time, they just basically were not able to contest for those siege bots, and three siege bots coming one after another, and the inability to stop in his tracks really has hurt them very, very hard here in this first round. Nevertheless, Eggman still try again on the same map, but I have to tell you, if Trouble Suprema pulls it up one more time, we're just gonna have to go to map number 2.
Yep, definitely to agree that if Trooper Suprema does continue with this kind of momentum, this kind of opening at all will, I'm not sure what Waffle Monster can do to turn things around. They are playing quite safe. They're trying to play on a player matchup 1v1, but then looking at the positioning of how Trooper Suprema is, it is so aggressive, is so demanding, and that they ask for the map control from the get-go.
Exactly. I mean, the thing is, Ryohei really is just making good work of that Stu, making sure that, you know, he's keeping that right-hand flank completely suppressed. I mean, Green has really no way to go. Now the level 2 bot is coming his way. Should be fairly easy, though. The thing is, it's going to be coming a long way. That's a good move there by Kid Drunken, forcing him to go even longer. They're going to try to tank the damage. Can he keep it out? Oh, a couple of hits there, but still, that's not too much damage done this time around. So Waffle Monster still has a fighting chance, but they still need to get an air control, which they don't have at this point.
Yep, the air control, as you said, is not in hand by Kid Drunken. Being pumped by Maul. Oh,
Yeah,
this
this
is
is looking
just
very, very
so
rough.
hard.
It is. It's a very, very hard match here. Pyro tried. Oh, they tried its best there, Greek. Really tried to go in there, but unfortunately, aggression is just punished so severely. They do get a trade in the corner, Aaron, but now with this next siege bot coming his way, this is a lot stronger this time around. Can Greek tank it? No, he's gonna lose his life as a result because Ryohei is just shooting him as the siege bot goes in front. Now, that's a lot of punches done. 69 percentage points left there on the base for Waffle's Monsters. Not very nice at all.
The amount of damage that Waffle Monster has received is not going in favor for them, but Trooper Suprema, and again holding on to the mid. This time they are giving up the flank, but they have to be careful. They are picking up the amount of bolts that they need. Look at the amount that they have. They have 10, and at level 10 siege bots is out. Waffle Monster, can they hold on to this stage?
The thing is, Trouble Suprema is using his siege bot literally to try to push forward as well. They know that they have this in the bag. Siege bot winning his fight a few punches as the clock goes down. Oh, not much damage done here, but look at that. Trouble Suprema just marching their way in. They know they have this. So Greek not able to do anything at all. This is going to be first map going to the Japanese team.
Yeah, the first map, bot drop went to the side of Trooper Suprema. They just play it down like the textbook. They just open up the textbook. Alright, this is where we're gonna do. This is where we start to kite them. We hold on to the mid control. We do not let any players make any advancement. If they advance, we gonna isolate them to the point where the whole team suffocate, and can see even when Trooper Suprema lose 2 players, the game still feels it's in the hand of Trooper Suprema even without the player presence on ground. So Waffle Monster, they have to address this. They have to understand what is happening. They dropped the first set. It's still more for them to make and mount a comeback, but can they break it on? This is going to be a very tall order, as you say.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, already said, you know, this was going to be a David versus Goliath match, and unfortunately, David is literally having his face pushed against the ground here. So, I mean, I'm still giving them a fighting chance here, but really, the thing is, Trouble Suprema is coming in very, very strong. They're not pulling any punches at all, taking no prisoners whatsoever. And the fact that they didn't ban out the Stu here might just hurt them in the end here for Waffle Monsters, because Stu is definitely going to be very viable in the second map here, because this Pyro plays hot zone, very wide open, not a lot of space. Once Stu gets his speed zone down, it's going to be very, very hard to pin him out. So that's going to be something that, you know, the Waffle Monster is going to have to live with for the rest of this series here, because Stu is pretty much on the table for Trouble Suprema throughout this whole matchup.
Definitely agree. Taking us to for the side of Trooper Suprema is going to be a very, very strong gameplay as key component for how they're gonna steamroll onto this. They have to really play it safe from the side of Waffle Monster. They have to play the chess game. They have to anticipate the movement from the side of Trooper Suprema, especially when the Stu comes in to play the speed boost itself. How are they gonna hold on? How are they gonna control the map itself? How much can they lose to the side of Trooper Suprema? That's the most important side and a question for the side of Waffle Monster. How much can they lose? How much of ground can they concede to Trooper Suprema before they can mount a strong comeback?
Well, this thing, I mean, a hot zone literally it's all about standing your ground. And given that two hot zones, at least the fight will be a bit split out. But like I said, simply because they have the stew in their toolkit here for the size Triple Suprema, I think it's map number 2 is still going to be pretty much the same, in terms of like advantage, because certainly the stew can literally go from one hot zone to the other very quickly as long as he's got a speed zone down in the middle. So that's just, and you saw the way, like especially the Byron ball, the way he's been able to pinpoint his shots and allow Stu to stay alive through a lot of his engagements. I mean, that's really critical to the Stu plays here, because that means that the Stu player literally can be very aggressive, can literally be up in the face, and the Byron is always there to support him. So that's the kind of that's a challenge that Waffle Monster has to do. They have to break this combination here. They have to figure out a way to either isolate the two of them or figure out a way to kind of like slow down that Stu, because he's literally zipping around too fast here with either Greek or even Get Drunken to pin down.
Yeah, I definitely do agree. I'm just thinking of our composition or even a lineup that for the side of Waffle Monster can pick up for their brawlers and how they're gonna approach this. Definitely, they have to do, as you say, take down the Byron. If for the side of Trooper Suprema, they're gonna pick up the Byron, it's gonna be an issue. The Stu is another issue. It just feels every single place it's a hole. You plug one, another one emerges, and it's just way too much for Waffle Monster to handle. Is it too much for Waffle that we are asking Waffle Monster to do at this moment?
I mean, the fact is that, Waffle Monsters qualified their way into challenges here, so they have to expect that, the matchups are never going to be easy. You're always going to be faced up against opponents that either have a better arsenal compared to you or just better mechanical skill compared to you, and it's really up to you, your strategy and your the planning that you have going into this matchup here to see how you're going to try to face that challenge. And so far, I think Waffle Monsters haven't really gotten that done in map number 1. Here's hoping map 2 will be a bit of a change of pace here. Again, Ryohei will be pulling up Stu. Greek is going up in front here with the Frank, Hit Drunk, and No Pain. Going to try to flank him here and try to keep Ryohei isolated. And Aaron right out of the back line taking quite a bit of damage. They finally take him down here, and Greek will be able to keep that lane secure. But the thing is, Bottom Hot Zone is still being taken quite a bit here. It's actually taken quite fast compared to how Waffle Monster is doing on their end of the Hot Zone. Now the thing is that LG are keeping Aaron very much suppressed here. Ryohei couldn't really get his shots done here. The Frank is really tanking all of that damage here, making sure they're not taking too much out of them here. So it looks like he should be able to take this hot zone here. Ryohei finally gets his speed zone down. He does get the kill into Aaron. Now they do get a kill on Stu. This looks like it might just work out Waffle Monsters. So now they have one more target here. Bull is the only one standing on that hot zone here. Greek is going to try to defend here, and Kid Drunga is going to try to keep him alive. But what can Ryohei and Aaron do? They're going to try to go for a 2-bar attack. Ryohei goes from the back. He tries going with Kid Drunga. Kid Drunga stays alive. Barely so. My goodness, take Aaron. Oh, he takes out a Frank. Now they have an opportunity here. Now Ryohei and Bull, they have Kid Drunga completely on his toes.
Yeah, for the side of Waffle Monster, they have to make sure to stop this advancement from the side of Trooper Suprema. It is at 82%. The Frank comes in, the Frank cuts down, Bill pops out. But Trooper Suprema, they might get the first round of this set in the bag for them.
Look at that.
What
Just
an
by-
intent.
Yeah, it was just by maintaining a 4 percentage point lead. They knew as long as they stayed in a hot zone, as long as as long as they don't get knocked off here, they know that they have the lead. They should be able to take it completely. And that's the thing, No Ping was literally in a rock and hard place, because if he moved out of his hot zone here to try to help contest the other hot zone, they lose out on that on their own capture percentage, because No Ping, he's literally the only person now that was able to try to keep it up. The problem is they couldn't quite get Trouble Screamer off of there in time, and on top of that, they allowed Trouble Screamer to have a significant lead in the initial part there by just giving them no contest at all to the second hot zone, the one right at the bottom of the map. So I think again, it was a very tough situation there. I could see why Waffle Monsters went for that strategy the way they did, but Trouble Screamer knew that as long as they maintain a lead, even if it was just 4 percentage points, that was already enough to take round 1.
Definitely agree. Waffle Monster, I think the second time they are gonna approach this much more aggressive, not gonna put any more chance for the side of Trooper Suprema to get any more points on the hot zone itself. And definitely they have to put the pressure on, they have to isolate, they have to gatekeep the zone itself from the side of Trooper Suprema, and I think they might be doing it this time.
Well, the thing is that Aaron's already keeping his side of the hot zone captured quite well. It's already actually 10 percentage points ahead right now compared to Waffle's Monster, so they still have the work cut out for them. And the thing is, I'm not sure it's smart to have Greek to stay at the back line here. Thing is that No Ping switching up the stew here could help a little bit here, at least to try to counteract the effect that having the stew on the other side is. But the thing is, what the Trouble Screamer has done is completely changed up the lineup. They could have brought in someone else here. The Gale on Aaron here, as well as Maul switching up as well. Ryohei going to be playing the Byron this time, and at the moment they're really not contesting that hard. They have already taken their side of the objective, only 2 percentage points of the lead here for Waffle Monsters, but now it's going to be a battle of pickoffs here. Who's going to be the first one to drop? Who's going to be the first one to blink? Ryohei's going to go in front. Oh, No Ping gets picked off. That's going to be massive implications here for Waffle Monsters. The only Korean is left, and he's going to have to tank it all by himself here, because Trouble Screamer trying to capture. Aaron's going to come in front. My goodness, look at that. They took out a Frank. Doesn't no contest at all. My goodness. Trouble Suprema looks like they might just have this if they can't get Aaron out of that hot zone.
Yeah, they have to take down Aaron, but look at the side of Trooper Suprema. Maul is making onto the hot zone. Greg tried to deny it, and he fell. He will be able to swipe Aaron out of the problem, but it's going to be a reset this time. They are going to think about how they're going to approach the next wave.
They delayed too long. The problem was No Ping was held so low, they had to stay in the middle there. Now it's gonna fight in the back. No, look at that. Trouble Suprema just storming the front here. They're going to be very low. Oh, look at that. Double kill. Freaking Drunken. That might help them in the end here. But Rogi is still on the point. They need to take out the Byron, but Byron's literally big ring on Rosie. No Ping cannot get it out of the window. Trouble at his place. Will never get his position. It's done. It's over. Trouble Suprema takes the second round here to take the second map.
Time.
What is happening from the side of Waffle Monster? The first round they identified the issue. The second round they kind of look at it, and the composition and the placing of the brawlers is just opposite of what I was trying to imagine.
I mean, the thing is that I guess Trouble Suprema predicted that they were going to try to use the same trick against them, but they had the perfect counter there. I mean, Ryohei on that Byron, we saw the way he was playing that game. I mean, his ring around of Rosie there literally won in the game, and that was just perfect placement there, and that's the thing, he had to do it. Both of his teammates got taken out in one fell swoop there by Kid Drunken, and his last minute play there just really sealed the deal there, allowing them, Trouble Screamer, to respawn, get back on the hot zone, and secure that second round. And that's the thing, this is why Trouble Screamer is so strong. They know exactly how to tear down and take apart the defenses of a lot of these teams here, and that's what the Singaporean teams have always faced the trouble with. So even the Indonesian teams as well, when they have the matchups against Japanese teams, really aren't able to have a good answer to the adaptation and flexibility of these teams here. So again, Trouble Suprema showing that they are still reigning supreme here. And again, I think like coming into this turret map now, given that it's going to be a bounty round, it's on the prairie. It's going to be interesting to see how Wobble Monster's going to try to approach this, but I have to say, I think Trouble Suprema right now, they're on top form.
Triple Suprema, it's currently untouchable with the way how they're rolling in. And Waffle Monster, I feel like the waffle is being squished, it's being pancaked, and what is there for the side of Waffle Monster to turn things around? This is the biggest question that they have to answer. How are they gonna turn things around? And they have to pick up all 3 rounds and win it back to back to even equalize, to even stand a chance to be in the top 4.
You want my take on it? I think what Wobble Monster should try to do is cheese it. Go all heavyweights and just storm the whole prairie. Just completely clear it out. Make no brush whatsoever, and just try to like aggressively storm it, because literally this is going to be the last shot right now. And right now, trying to play though on a fair one-on-one kind of fight, it's not going to work out well for them. So they know they have to pull something a little bit cheesy, something a little bit cheaty maybe. But literally, that's the only chance they have right now to at least take one out of Trouble Suprema here. But I have to say, you're trying to come up against a Trouble Suprema this strong, it's still going to be a tall order. But let's see if Wobble Monster is going to be up for the task. They're going to go up in front. They didn't quite go for what I'm going for here, but look at that Mole going for the bow here. This is going to be interesting.
But I said, try to go for the cheesy strat. I think it's the best thing. But for the side of Waffle Monster, they have 3 stars in hand. They have 5 now.
Nice, very good. Now they have to stay out of trouble. But look at that, Real Hate spots out both Greek and Tree Drunken. They're going to try to aggress the front here. The foe tries to get his shots done, but they don't quite get the kills. And that's critical. Now you're going to completely hit it inside the snow zone. They got the kill onto Real Hate. They can sneak right out. Boom and zoom. This is exactly what I love to see here, because Wobble Monsters, they are literally cheesing it. They are actually doing it.
Yep. Looking at the movement, the place, but no! The grass is gone, the wall is down!
Oh, the punish coming in from Trouble Suprema there, so at least they managed to gain back some of the lost ground. Blue Star is still going to be in Greek's hand though. He manages to keep his nose out of trouble throughout. But now it's going to be a game of chicken between the two of them. Who is going to be able to swat out the first one? The thing is, Kid Drunken is going to come into a very dangerous spot. Oh, the wall! Kid Drunken gets caught out! Now no things might just fall as well. And look at that! Trouble Suprema, one fell swoop, has snatched the lead back. Haven't quite found Greek yet, but he needs to stay out of trouble. He needs to try to go in for kill. Oh, Aaron tries to get out of the way. That special is going to keep them out of the way, but no, Real Hate stuffs them in. Greek gets taken out.
What a play from the side of Trouble Suprema, turning the tide around. And Waffle Monster, they have 13 seconds left on the clock. They have to turn the tide, they have to push all in. But look at the friend just holding on. The tray comes in, the damage and the punch. 1 star difference.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is incredibly close. I cannot stress that enough. I mean, that's the thing. Trouble Suprema really bided their time. Even though they were far behind, you can see they kept their head clean. They kept their head cool. They knew that the best bet was to let Tara get her special out, suck someone in there, and basically nail the kill. And that was pretty much the game plan they knew from the start. That was a combo wombo they had to nail down. Problem was that on the other side, Wobble Monsters, they were very proactive. They were sneaking around. They knew that their best bet was literally catch them by surprise and quickly get the kill done. What they had to bank on was the fact that they actually had a Frank as well on their side, and that really made the difference, because Frank was still able to survive through a lot of those. When you saw the amount of stuff they threw at him, he was still able to stay standing throughout. And Trouble Suprema, they knew that they just had to bide the time. They knew that eventually they're going to be a little bit over aggressive, and we have to punish them. They did.
Definitely looking at how Triple Suprema, they play the punish game really well, and looking at how the position of the Frank just hide in the bush around the rock itself, and the moment they have the spidey senses tingling, they just went on ham and start smashing, opening up the field and try to look for more kills. The same composition is coming out, but Aaron still holding on. Rohit will be able to pop one down. Kid Drunken, what a trade-off!
My goodness, last hit there will allow him to get the straight off. Oh, Trouble Screamer catch a streak. That's gonna be a quick kill there. No and nothing in return from the Waffle Monster is looking terrible because their plan is not working anymore. Trouble Screamer knows exactly how to counteract this, but no king. Does put number there. They do take that one. Didn't quite get a second though, and Aaron now comes out in front. Is able to keep them at bay. No King and Kid Drunken. No King does finish one off now. They're gonna be facing up against Frank here. Looks like he will be able to peel back a little. No King down 100. Oh, he's stunned for just a moment, and that's enough for Frank to get the kill.
What a play from Aaron, just able to pop it at the right time. Waffle Monster, they have 50 seconds left on the clock to even have a chance for a comeback, but look at the way how Mo is zoning them and just putting at the back, but Rohit, what a good skill, man, pro. Woo.
I don't know whether that was actually intentional, but they were trying to keep Aaron isolated, I think, but that didn't quite work out. They didn't aggress onto the other two members because he had no idea they were on the other side of the brush. Now, no, Kid gets picked up, no Pink's alone, he's gonna get isolated. Treat now, gonna try to move out of the cover of darkness, but he's going up against a Frank. There's not much he could do, not much he could scream. Here on this map.
Oh, no.
Wait, one? Can they get one more? Does he want to kill? Oh, they're gonna try to base here. No, they can't. Oh, it was so close.
No.
My goodness, ladies and gentlemen, Tropa Suprema again reigning supreme here on Lady number 7. The first matchup against Waffle Monsters is done. A 3-0 now, and that's pretty much secures Tropa Suprema's top 2 spots. So victory now to the Japanese team, and certainly a well-deserved one.
Wow. That
I know, right?
is- I can't brain what just happened in the last second. Waffle Monster put up all they can to even mount a comeback, but it was too late. It was on the last second. One start in difference.
It was all down. It's all down to that, and that's the margins they had to play with. And to their credit, Waffle Monsters did everything right. I mean, they pushed hard. They really took everything they could. The problem was Tropa Suprema. It's just that much better. They're just one step better. They had much a better pool of brawlers to pick from, and quite frankly, the way they've been able to dissect and pick them out, adapt throughout the round, it's just amazing. Again, Tropa Suprema, they are certainly on top form. They have really didn't want to drop a single round here. They want to prove that they're still a formidable team that they entered as challengers as. So again, congratulations to Tropa Suprema, and now pretty much secured their ticket now, I think, to the playoffs.
Yeah, definitely do agree that Tropa Suprema, they have secured themselves onto the top 4, and definitely they are done with all the matches, and they do not need to play tomorrow because tomorrow is the next 4 team that is going to play today. For Tropa Suprema, that is a breath of relief, but for Waffle Monster, what they can do is only hope that the next set, the next matchup is going to swing in favor for them.
And next one is going to be quite a bit of a toss-up, isn't it? It's going to be an interesting one to see, but nevertheless, let's go ahead and review a little bit about that match here, because I think just got to hand it to Waffle Monsters. They really tried their best here, and it shows. And hopefully it shows in the highlights that we're going to be showing you guys here. But that's the thing. Despite all that effort, despite all of that, Tropa Suprema played these maps perfectly. They knew exactly what they needed to do on every single map here to ensure they had absolute dominance over their opponents.
Yep, looking at the first stat itself, the first mode Siege on bot drop, the way of Waffle Monster playing out, I'm not sure will you agree with me, is like it feels like Waffle Monster has been giving the whole map has been submitting to the side of Trooper Suprema.
I think as a consequence of like the level of like aggression like Ryohei was being able to pull from the get-go. I mean, he was so instrumental playing that stew, and yeah, this was the ring around of Rosie hit at one in the game. But the thing, Ryohei literally MVP, I have to say, for Tropa Suprema, because he's literally the playmaker, the tempo setter, I think, for Tropa Suprema, because whenever they want to go for aggression, want to go attack, it's pretty much him leading the way. And even in situations like this, you know, the other members of Tropa Suprema can still earn their worth here, you know, especially Aaron, you know, very much had this toughest job of basically trying to get a trade even when they're under immense pressure. And the thing is, even though we came to the final star, Tropa Suprema still had everything going for them, you know. So again, it was already going to be a hard match, you know, coming into this with Wolf Monsters, and sad to say, it actually passed. They have, unfortunately, got a 3-0 here by Tropa Suprema, but nevertheless, I think you can still be proud of the fact that it made it this far.
Definitely do agree, but I feel like we will be getting ready for the next matchup, but seeing what have unfolded in the first matchup itself, it boggles me. I just feel like I need to take a break, because we will be taking a short break as we will be having a short breather to think what just happened and get ready for the next matchup.
Smooth segue.
Before we jump into the next one, here's a quick reminder for all of you mobile gamers out there. The ESL Mobile Open is just around the corner, so head over to Twitter right now and get all of those details. Tell your friends, build a team, and earn a spot in the finals.
Feeling like see the stage, hear the vibe. Palm drop to get ready for the fight. Big dreams, one chance, be the star. I'm the winner coming out of the dark.
Step out as a motivator. Let them know that the wait's up. That's how we know when we level up. Ay, that's how we know when we
Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? You know we fall and we get up. Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? It's time, get up.
back in days before. Still I'm standing tall. Know about the ball. I got my fan with me. That's how we know when we level up. Yeah, that's how we know when we level up. Level up.
All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? You know we fall and we get up. It's time, get up.
before we jump into the next one, here's a quick reminder for all of you mobile gamers out there. The ESL Mobile Open is just around the corner, so head over to Twitter right now and get all of those details. Tell your friends, build a team, and earn a spot in the finals.
Feeling like see the stage, hear the vibe. Palm drop so get ready for the fight. Big dreams, one chance, be the star. I'm the winner coming out of the dark.
Step out as a motivator. Let them know that the wait's up. That's how we know when we level up. Ay, that's how we know when we
Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? You know we fall and we get up. Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? It's time, get up.
back in days before. Still I'm staying the top. Know about the ball. I got my fan with me. That's how we know when we level up. Yeah, that's how we know when we level up. Level up.
All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? You know we fall and we get up. It's time, get up.
Heyo guys and gals, welcome back to the ESL Mobile Open Project. We're gonna be going through Brawl Stars Season 1. This is the last play day, and it's going to be
Well,
where your casters for today as we are coming into our last match for today. This is going to be Team Flash versus Crazy Lagoon, and this is going to be quite a treat, isn't it, Uwu?
yeah, definitely this is going to be interesting, and definitely it's definitely going to be a treat. It will be the last 2 days because today we have the 2 matchup. Tomorrow we have another 2 matchup. Will be between Pyro and Sunny Side Up, and Last Wolf going up against Jupiter. But most important is definitely going to be this matchup. Let's take a look and refresh everyone. Who are we looking at?
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Crazy Lagoon versus Team Flash. Japan versus Singapore. And this is a very critical match here for the rankings because Team Flash really needs to take a win here to really secure the top 4 spots. But Crazy Lagoon, conversely, if they do take a good win here, they might have an outside chance of getting into the playoffs. So, Will, coming to you now. I mean, what are your thoughts about the power level between these teams? Because I think it's fair to say that it's going to be quite a toss-up, isn't it?
Yeah, looking at the side of Crazy Lagoon, they might have 40% chance to 45% chance of taking this. It's quite split in the middle, but with the composition and lineup of Siputante, Miria, and Kuro from the side of Crazy Lagoon, they have a really slim odds to even get onto the top 4, but it will be decided by this series, by this matchup, as Crazy Lagoon, they have to put all they have in this basket and roll the dice as they will be going up against Team Flash, the top picks and the top bands that they has been chosen from the side of Crazy Lagoon. Jin, Max, and Sandy is one of the top picks that they love to pick up. And from the top band, it is a mirror between all Japanese teams. We see Stu and Bell is one of the top bands from Crazy Lagoon.
Aye. And the Japanese team is going to be up against quite the formidable opponent because hailing from all the way in Singapore is Team Flash. And this team came into the challengers very confident, but they've soon found that facing off these Japanese teams are certainly not the easiest thing to do. Let's have a look at the lineup here. We got Cootie Ace, Response, Scythe, and your substitute CZK. These guys certainly not lacking confidence and certainly not lacking in skills either. And they have tried their best. They've really shown what they're really capable of throughout these challenges here. It's just that when it comes to the Japanese teams, somehow they seem to fall a little bit short. But now, this is the final Japanese team that will face off here, and here's hoping for their sake that it's going to be a good one for them. And coming into this one here, I think Team Flash might stand a really good chance. You know, if we look back at the score lines, you know, let's put it this way: Byro has beaten Crazy Lagoon, and Team Flash has beaten Crazy Lagoon as well. So by the laws of rock paper scissors, I think Team Flash might stand a very good chance here against Crazy Lagoon in it.
Yeah, definitely agree. Team Flash might have the upper hand, especially looking at their top picks and the top ends overall, with Gene, Max, and Carl in the back for them, and they like to ban off the Poco and Bell. With the composition and the understanding with their experience playing Brawl style, definitely their odds going up against Crazy Lagoon, they might be on the stronger end, but the Japanese team, they are mechanical and they are quite talented with their skills. I would say it splits in between Team Flash and Crazy Lagoon. It's so hard for me to pick a side, but this is one of the matchup that I am really looking for.
Let's have a look at what brawlers they're going to be banning out for the series. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, these bans will last throughout the entire matchup. All 5 maps will not see either the Stu, the Mortis, nor the Poco, or the Gene. So that's pretty much off the table here. So we're not going to be seeing any cheeky Stu plays this time around. Not going to be seeing any cheeky Mortis plays either. That's something I'm a little bit disappointed by, honestly. But I guess Crazy Lagoon knows what's up, I suppose.
Yeah, Crazy Lagoon, I think they smells danger in the water, especially this is a bit of do or die mode for them, and Crazy Lagoon, they want to do their best to even try to get on top, but Team Flash, they gonna play safe, nothing out of the ordinary from the bans itself. So Team Flash, I think they have their strategy up their sleeve, they have something sneaky and maybe something cheesy. That do you smell?
Not quite. It feels very meta, I think, the bans coming from Team Flash's end. Crazy Lagoon's choice of banning out the Mortis and the Stu pretty much tells me that they really want to nail down these first 2 maps, because those 2 brawlers definitely are strongest in both the bot drop map as well as the hot zone map here. So they know that if they want to, you know, have this to be a good matchup for them, they have to get those first 2 maps out of the way first. And by banning that, it seems like they want to at least force Team Flash off of like their the usual kind of picks or the usual kind of strategies here. So this could be very interesting, because again, I still rate Team Flash higher compared to Crazy Lagoon throughout these challengers. So I certainly think that, you know, the Singaporean team here definitely stands a better chance. The thing is that, you know, Crazy Lagoon knows this as well, so they know that as long as they can try to force Team Flash to go off picks, you know, go off on brawlers that may not be that well synergized or comfortable with, then maybe they might just have a chance to eke out a win here or there. So that seems to be the game plan, and I have to say, I think that's a really solid one at that.
Then let's have a soft lock on the prediction itself between Crazy Lagoon and Team Flash. Like, what is the final answer then, the final prediction that you have?
I still feel that Team Flash is gonna take this like 3-0, just because, you know, they've already been through the entire challenges here. They've already faced out against both Distributor and Triple Screamer. Those were the 2 toughest matchups they had to face off against. They didn't quite win those out, but again, against Crazy Glue, they definitely stand a much better chance here.
Right, with your answer, I think everyone at home, they are gonna listen to you. Maybe it's a trio, but I might put it a 3-1 as we jump into the final matchup for today. Is Crazy Lagoon up against Team Flash.
Again, they're just gonna go for that mid control. Cootie A's already picked out the first kill against Miriam. Now Sai is gonna try to go up against the face, and Sipatante is down to 1,000. A double shot. Ooh, that's one last one there, but it's gonna be Sai that takes the kill. Now, Cootie Ace does pick up another one on the Kuro. They're so far done well here to collect their bolts, and a level 2 siege bot is one way. Cootie 8 down to 7. No! Didn't quite get the shot there, Sipatante. So now they're gonna have to focus on the siege bot. It's almost on its way. Miriam just flaming it down. But that flambe is not going to be enough. That heat does not melt steel, my friend.
Yeah, there's no mouse still. Crazy Lagoon on the back foot. Can Team Flash move and put on the aggression? This is up to them. They do have 3 balls in the hand. The map control as well. And they are sending the balls back towards the base side. Will be able to take down Sukutamte. Mira jumping into danger.
Why? That did not quite work out the way he planned, unfortunately. Sometimes it wasn't in position to support, and Sight punishes the Crow again here. So no players to try to defend this here. Miria's going to try to advance his Amber to try to flame it down, but again, there's nothing slowing down his bot too much. He's already right out of space. Couple more punches here. Again, Team Flash is literally keeping Crazy Lagoon at bay here. I mean, at this point, there's nothing left to be said here. Team Flash absolutely dominating right now in this first round.
Yeah, Team Flash just want to end this matchup by looking at how Crazy Lagoon playing. They are just throwing body to even try to collect any ball, but finally balls in hand, but it's not enough as Team Flash, they have 8 bolts already. They will be sending out a level 8 siege bot. How can Crazy Lagoon defend this, especially against the aggression and the control of Team Flash?
Miria, Kuro trying their best to keep it at bay, but there's only 10 seconds left with his siege ball already in his way here. I mean, Team Flash prioritizes the back. Look at that, Cootie Ace getting Kuro right onto their face. That's Crazy Lagoon having taken L in this first round.
Yeah, Crazy Lagoon. They are gonna try their best, but it feels like the whole strategy has been read out and has been understood by Team Flash. And Team Flash, they are on a move. They smell blood in the water, and they will try to finish the prey in the water at this time.
I mean, that's the thing. They knew that the going to this, you know, it's going to be a very tough one. But Crazy Lagoon, it seemed like at points they were able to try to hold up the pressure, but the moment like they lost out on the vault lead, it seemed like they weren't able to just gain it back. So yeah, this line is going to be very tough here. Even though they took out the Mortis, it's still like Team Flash knew exactly how to play this. They knew that Bell versus Bell here still is going to work out. The shots still came in massively on point here, especially with Team Flash getting the punishes, getting the trades. I mean, that's the thing. Team Flash, they know that as long as they can keep dominating Crazy Lagoon like this, it looks like they might have a really good path towards the playoffs.
Definitely to create Team Flash keeping up this momentum, keeping up this style of aggression. As you said, they might be walking into the top 4 towards the grand finals easily. Has nothing being and getting them pulled down from the side of Crazy Lagoon.
I think Crazy Lagoon's best bet right now is to try to pull an upset. Perhaps by the bounty round, or maybe even Hot Zone can still work for them. Who knows? But nevertheless, let's go into our second drop here into bot drop. Can Crazy Lagoon try to ease it back here? It looks like they may not be able to keep the crew alive. No, the Chal is out for the count. It cooks back.
Oh no!
Redder onto Miria. That's one more kill again. Wipe out again. Kuro comes back in to die a second time.
It feels like Crazy Lagoon is just jumping in one by one into the jaws of Team Flash, and Team Flash is happy to take it and happy to take anyone down and control the map. And they summon a siege bot out. Oh, the damage is not that much, but it's still punching and hitting. Oh no!
What? Oh no, they couldn't quite get the damage done onto it in time, and that's a lot of damage done onto your base. The third already gone, and look at that. Again, Team Flash still reigning the dominance here in the middle. I mean, Ruffs is just making sure that no one can get close enough, especially Kuro here. Inside now trying his best to stay around flank there. Couldn't quite survive long enough. Byron does pick him out eventually. Kuro now tries to clear out the obstacles in his way, but still the bolts are still heavily favoring the Singaporean side. Another siege bot is on its way, and this time it's level 7.
Yup, a level 7 siege bar. Siputante being brought down. Kuro is the second one. Miria is the last one to stand alone, but no one is focusing on the ball. Look at the ball punching and beaming and one large hook itself. Team Flash unfazed as they pick up the first mode.
Ooh, wow. I mean, you said early on as look, it might be an easy walk for Team Flash. At first, I thought you were making a jest, but I think you might actually have a point there because, my goodness, taking out the base like 55 seconds left on the clock. That's just absolute dominance here from Team Flash. Like, no joke. This is looking to be a very tough match here for Crazy Lagoon. They have no answer to the level of aggression that Team Flash can do. But it's going to be a new map. It's going to be maybe a different choice of brawlers. And certainly, I hope it's going to be a change of fortunes here for Crazy Lagoon because they haven't really come online yet.
Oh, Crazy Lagoon with the momentum and the style they are playing into the hands of Team Flash. I think I have to agree with you. It could be a very easy steamroll 3-0. If they keep up the same way that they are playing, going in one by one, getting pick off, just it feels so hard seeing how Crazy Lagoon can even mount up a comeback. Because if they can mount up a comeback, it is going to be super hard for them to even go and fight the composition, the lineups of Brawler. They have to think about what kind of strategy, especially jumping into the second mode itself. It's going to be a hot zone. It is going to be on peril place. There's a lot of things that they have to put on the map itself. There's 2 hot zones, there's 2 objectives that they have to put on aggression, they have to put on objective, and what is their priority?
Priority definitely is to just get the capture point. Just make sure that it's at least a few position points ahead. That actually worked out for Tropa Suprema, and for Crazy Lagoon, they have to do the same thing here. Problem is, the Team Flash is a much more aggressive team here compared to Waffle Monsters. Certainly a different boat of fish, you know. So that's the thing. With the level of aggression we've seen from Team Flash's side, I don't think they're going to be letting it up anytime soon. So they have to be prepared for this. They have to be prepared for the idea that Team Flash is going to be literally up in your face all the time. So let's go. Round number 2 here. Map number 2, actually, on round 1. Let's see whether or not Crazy Lagoon can mount a good comeback here. So far, they're just taking their side of the objective. It's going to be quite neck to neck in that regard here. Side trying to go out in front, but at least the Barley will be able to keep it, and it has a lot of damage done to the side there, I have to say. Kuru and Sipatante now trying to contest, but Kuru gets myself a little bit clockwork. It's going to get out away just barely in time. Sipatante, gets caught out by Kuru the Ace. Well, not too much damage done. Jeez. Yeah. Looking very, very tough here. Crazy Lagoon again trying to keep the control over the mid, but again, side, well, almost caught out again. Somehow not able to dodge the Barleys too well there. The shots still coming through. Kuru and Sipatante not able to contest at all. Team Flash already finished their side of hot zone. Now it's a question of where they can take the other one. They need to get a pick off. They've already got one Sipatante. Can I get a Kuru as well? Ludius goes on front. Kuru jumps on front as well. No, he gets picked off. Look at that. Miria snowballs out of the way. Crazy Lagoon might just lose this out. They cannot push Team Flash off.
Yeah, and that is the window that Team Flash is waiting for. They are invading onto the hot zone on the side of Crazy Lagoon, and Crazy Lagoon still not responding to this. How are they gonna match it up as they are giving the advantage? But Miria drops down again to the side and the handle sides.
I tell you what, that's karma in action right there. Miria has been a thorn on side the whole match, and now his side starting to get some sweet revenge. Look at that, just forcing Miria off at his point. His special is going to wear out soon, so Goody is going to be able to get on the hot zone in time. So Tom is trying his best to counteract this. Look at that response. Beats up the back and stabs at Jesse in the back.
Yup, finally, sight goes down. Respawn still holding on, and that is a clear 100% to 50%. What a move from the side of Team Flash as they have an objective, complete their own, go on towards the invading side he must be smiling at this time, knowing that he has his sweet revenge. And finally, he is able to make that push onto the opponent's side.
Ooh, I tell you what though, I think whatever game plan Crazy Lagoon had going to the first two maps didn't quite work out their way. So nevertheless, I think they still have a chance if they can try to you can just eke out one more win in Bounty, it might just have a chance. Sorry for that little bit of a skip there, but yeah, I think at this point now, Team Flash, they're definitely on top form again, and seems like if nothing changes, this second map might just go the way of the Singaporean team.
Yeah, I do feel like the second map Hot Zone is really in the hands of Team Flash. And talking about Bounty, I think it feels it is getting out of control. Look at how patient the players from the side of Team Flash. They know like, alright, we just need to slowly creep up, just gain a bit of advantage and try to get as much as possible. And the moment they see the windows that they can go for the push, enough pokes and damage has been tossed out onto the enemy, they know, alright, they are down, they are injured, time to go for the kill and time to finish them off and wipe them off the board.
Aye, and pretty much nailing that down to a T here, has already won them 3 back-to-back games so far. So that's the thing. Right now for Crazy Lagoon, literally the buck stops with them. They have one last chance now on the second map here to try to force out at least a win. But the thing is that with the level of aggression, with the level of communication, you know, between Team Flash, it's certainly looking like a very tough order here for Crazy Lagoon, because it just seems like they're not able to withstand the level of aggression or the pressure that Team Flash is laying onto them. But nevertheless, first 2 maps, of course, they're very much area control dependent. You know, they're dependent on having brawlers who really know how to, you know, control the space around them. And certainly Team Flash is much better in that regard, so it's no surprise that they really are able to bring the pressure onto Crazy Lagoon. So one last chance here for the Japanese team, and for the Singaporean team, one more chance here to put the stomp onto them. So let's go. Round number 2 is a go. Tilatante very low. Ooh, that's gonna be a pickup there, but the trade comes in just in time.
Yeah, the trade are in sight. Back to his antics again. But this time does have the aggression, needs to be a bit more careful as Kuru is gonna pop a bit of the damage, leaving us some the health of Pete, Sage and Kuru. Finally get his hook onto the side of Team Flash.
That's what I love. Now, switching to the M's here might actually be a good idea, but they really need to translate that into actually a take onto the hot zone. The thing is, they've already captured their ends, so now it's going to be a matter of getting the pickoffs. Who's going to be the first one to blink? Kuro now tries to kill him, but Dante very low. Kuni 8. Oh, he's down to 30, but he still gets a kill onto the M's. Now, Kuro is going to be completely surrounded. He does get a kill on the Kuni 8. Response gets onto the hot zone. They need to try to push him off, but Mira and Super Dante are just only about to get their way in. The Brody sends out his special. Response is down to 1,002, down to 700. Oh, he's still taking side, and that might be his downfall. Kuro nails him down, but now Sight is coming to contest. Miria needs to keep him off. He looks one more throw. Look at Simatante. He's really trying his best to stay up and alive. He's on 196, and Iron keeping the ends alive is just barely enough. Now they are about 10 percentage points in front. Simatante finally falls, but he's done his job. He's ensured to stay in front, but can they keep the lead up? Unfortunately, Kuro cannot contest. And Sight is already cashed up. My goodness, Crazy Lagoon, they've overtaken Team Flash for the first time in this series.
Yeah, Crazy Lagoon, they are on the lead, but Team Flash says that not today. As they turn things around, they have the hot zone in hand sight. He's just soaking it up. He will just have his fun holding on to it. Miria trying to land his shot as pop the out, but fortunately, it was not enough to take down Sight, as Sight will be able to secure the last hot zone for the side of Team Flash. Team Flash walking in a very good tempo.
Wow, despite the best efforts here, Crazy Lagoon still could not find that win here in map number 2, even though the M's did absolutely incredible I have to say, in this match.
Mhm.
Still, that was just not enough. Team Flash, again, despite being a bit behind, were able to just gain it back, keep them up in that hot zone, and finally nail down the final nail on the coffin. But here's the thing, still got one more round here. It's still going to be a bounty round, and it can still happen. There still is a chance here for Crazy Lagoon. I'm still not counting them out yet, but I don't know. It's looking very, very dire right now for the Japanese team.
Yeah, Crazy Lagoon, just looking at the stats, looking at the numbers, I think I have put themselves on a very opportunistic way of getting even one set, but it just feels like going up against the odds against Team Flash. Team Flash, they play the better hand, they know how to take control. They were actually calm on the situation, especially on the second set, the second round itself, when Crazy Lagoon, they had the advantage, they went for the aggression, they managed to get the lead of 10% from Team Flash. And Team Flash, alright, they understand the issue. What they thought is, alright, calm down, reset, make a regroup situation, and then go on for the aggression. Takes out one, takes out the second player, and then go on the aggression, go on to the hot zone, and just held on as much as possible. Side, he just did his job, just need to flank, just need to sneak his way into the hot zone and sit and soak up as much as he can.
And again, that's really the strength of Team Flash. You know, the communication, they know exactly who to target and when, and the support, you know, coming from the Byrons. I mean, again, it's very, very crucial, very, very critical during these times. But again, Team Flash is still nailing it down to a T, and now it's going to be down to this bounty round. Now, Gary is going to be a bit of a toss-up. You know, it's going to be quite different compared to some of these other maps here. It may be quote-unquote wide open, but it's a lot of places to hide inside here. So really, it's going to be a very, very dangerous game of chicken, particularly so for Crazy Lagoon, because again, if they lose out this third map, that's it. There's no more chances left for this Japanese team to get into the top 4. But yeah, if they really want to have one last chance to smear the nose here of Team Flash, this is pretty much going to be it.
Yeah, definitely agree. Crazy Lagoon, this is the last hurrah, the last momentum, and the last effort that they can give to turn things around. Because if they drop this set alone, and that is it, as Team Flash will pick up the 3-0 clean from the bones of Crazy Lagoon. Here comes the invasion. Here comes the third set. This is Team Flash versus Crazy Lagoon.
Look at how aggressive Kudier was. Just didn't care at all. Went up in front, got the kill, and got it straight out. 3 stars already for Team Flash, and the blue star to boot. I mean, right now, they are literally in the lead. So, Crazy Lagoon now is going to try to find some way back. Miria just going to be shooting his way through the grass here. Doesn't quite find anyone yet. Kuro might just got spotted out a little bit. Response just hiding very patiently behind a wall, but not really exposing too much information here. So Crazy Lagoon doesn't really have much to go on at this point. Now, the Team Flash knows as long as they can delay this out, they can still win outright. It's really up to Crazy Lagoon to actually find and kill these members of Team Flash, but Team Flash again playing very, very cheeky here, making sure that they can't even spot any one of their members.
Team Flash just playing very sneaky and very safe at the same time. Just go retreat back. They have the lead. 3 points is all. Even 1 point is good enough, but Cool Ace is out in the open. The trade-off, Cool Ace managed to get a double. That is 2-star leads for them. But Team Flash back to their antics, just gonna sit in the bush, in the tall grass, and just wait it out. Crazy Lagoon on the other hand.
Yeah, they're trying, they still can't find a kill though. Team Flash picked up another one here. Kuro might just get himself caught out. He's very much out in the open.
No!
Miriam, more in the open there. That's 3 stars not going to the bow. This is looking very possible now. 10 seconds, 8, 7, 6, not much time left. It's 4, 3, 2, 1. Team Flash, 14 stars and a blue. That's round 1 pretty much going to them.
Yeah, Team Flash. They smell the winds for them so close. Can they close it off for today? Whew, just one more round to go for them. Team Flash have been so close, but yet so far they still have to wait for this crazy lagoon. Did they just went in and get played by the side of Team Flash? Look at how Team Flash played in the first 30 seconds. Got the start, got one kill from Kunis. They all back off into the tall grass and just they disappear from the map alone. They just went gone, ghost, hiding. Is what could Crazy Lagoon do at this moment?
I can tell you what they can only do. The only thing they could do is just push forward and try to hit Team Flash. And Team Flash knows this. This is the trap they try to set. And you can see them picking up the bow as well is literally crucial to this. You can see him laying down the mines there. Now, Simple did really well to avoid the first mine. He avoided the second mine, but by the time he activated the third mine, that's when Team Flash just went all in, completed a grass, got even more stars than before, and then backed off immediately. You can see that just the way they play alone, Team Flash, this is why I rate them so highly amongst the challengers here, because they have these kind of strategic plays that really makes all the difference. It's not, Brawl Stars is not all about just going in, all chaos, throwing every single skill and seeing whether or not you can pull it off. The thing is that when you play tactically, just like how Team Flash does here, it wins you all these kind of crucial games. And right now, Team Flash literally in the best position to take the series.
Yeah, Team Flash. They just one more game, one more round to go for them to have the chance to slot into the top 4. Can they close it off? Or can Crazy Lagoon turn things around? We have to wait for all the players. They are in the lobby, they are getting ready, but Crazy Lagoon, they can't wait for this, as we will jump into the third mode, and this could be the final chance for Crazy Lagoon to make the upset.
Well, it's very interesting. Miria is going to be using the bow this time, and Team Flash might just find himself painted in a little bit of a corner here. Simple and Miria just flanking them from side to side here. Simple is going to kill the Beauty Ace and might try to get another one here, but the thing is, they're not really aggressing the point. Oh, nice shot there by Guru to take outside. Now the pressure certainly is on Team Flash. They're trying to get some revenge here, but Response takes a lot of damage there as a result, and still couldn't quite find a kill. Now it's going to be another attempt here to try to get it in front of sight. It's going to be leading the charge here to get a response. They really need to find a good revenge here, but Sight gets blasted up very quickly. Another shot. Kuru takes one down again. Crazy Lagoon might just do his Miria. Picking up another one of Cutie 8. No response. Going to try to go in front of it. Matame is still able to stay alive. How the heck is he able to do so? My goodness. Crazy Lagoon now flipping things around. But response finally gets the last kill there. But Miria is able to stay alive, and so does Kuru.
Yeah, Crazy Lagoon, a good start. They just need to hold on a bit more, but look at the aggression from the side of Team Flash. They are walking in, they are hungry for this kill. But Siputante, Kuru, and Miria, they are fighting for survival. Could this be the comeback, Israel? Oh, Crazy Lagoon.
Yeah, this is gonna be tough
Yes,
because again, Green Flash don't want to get any chances. My goodness, look at that, just like that. What? Oh my goodness! Simple kills out a last minute kill there. There might just be enough Kuru, another one there. Crazy Lagoon, can he do it? Can he stay out of trouble? 5 more seconds to go. Flash is nowhere to be found. Only response is coming in there, but he's gonna get blasted down. Crazy Lagoon, they did it. They got one round.
Have Crazy Lagoon figure out the formula to take down Team Flash?
They might
Have
just
they
have.
finally
But
dig deep inside to find it?
But let me tell you what, though. I mean, Team Flash, again, they didn't rest on their laurels when they saw the kind of game plan Crazy Lagoon is doing. That's why, even though that Crazy Lagoon was crazy in the lead, the Team Flash was constantly pressuring them, constantly trying to force them into a corner. And that actually worked really well initially. I think what they didn't quite bank on was Kuru just nailing his shots there as a Piper. I mean, that was absolutely critical there because by getting those crucial kills there, they were at least able to stay ahead in terms of stars. Now, thing is, coming into this third map here, this third round, I think Team Flash might just switch off to something. They might try something a little bit different, and that could have the potential to throw things into a loop here for Crazy Lagoon. So that means the only question now for their side is, do they want to still stick with the bow and the Piper, or do they want to switch off to something a little bit different here? Because it's really, this is going to be a very critical moment here, and the choice of brawlers could actually determine everything here.
Yeah, I think we have to rewind a bit back when we had an interview a couple of times with CCK that they are prepared for this kind of situation when they know, alright, this lineup, this composition has been figured out, this is the answer to that. They will try to turn things around, but what a play coming from the side of Crazy Lagoon!
Yeah, what a play indeed. I mean, again, Karuk trying to go out in front, is able to use a parasol to get out of trouble there. So already just only 1 star is a lead right now for Crazy Lagoon, and that just might be enough. So I actually spots out Miria here. He's going to try to keep the pressure going, but Miria stays alive, just barely so there. And my goodness, that was a very close call there for Crazy Lagoon, but again, they managed to stay out of trouble. It's going to be back to the usual places here. So Team Flash now moving together under the cover of the grass. They're hoping to catch someone out here. They might just catch Miria. Miria right caught in the middle. That's going to be the first one. Can they get another though? Response. These people Tante now they're not really that interested in trying to force the issue here. For my send down, Miria doesn't quite get down. He gets it. Only 1 kill so far, but that might just be enough. Crazy Lagoon does have a blue star, so they do have an advantage here as of right now.
Yeah, good enough for the side of Crazy. Just want to reset and mount up once again. They might be walking out into open. Alright, Kuru sees it. They understand the problem. Bakude is coming from the right flank. They might try to go for the last aggression. Can they hold on as they charge it? Response going in. The Kuru flying up, but no! Team Flash has finally invade and immigrate.
Yeah, that's certainly the customs over at Crazy Lagoon's side is certainly not too happy about that. But I have to say though, that was a wombo combo I've ever seen one from Team Flash. Goody Ace gets up in front, takes us to Batante. That's pretty much the death knell here. Team Flash takes the series 3-2-0. And boy, oh boy, what did I say, Uwu? What did I say?
On point, definitely. Congratulations to Team Flash for cleaning it up. 3-0 against Crazy Lagoon. Crazy Lagoon, they did their best. They tried to mount out a comeback. But unfortunately, the upper hand, the experienced boys of Team Flash, as they managed to turn things around and grab the win for themselves.
I must be very happy faces here for the Singaporean team because they came in this and they conquered the heck out of Crazy Lagoon. Very well done for this team, and certainly might just earn themselves a ticket to the playoffs just from that performance alone. So congratulations to Team Flash. What a brilliant performance it was. It was quite a treat. It's quite a treat. Even though Crazy Lagoon tried the best, it still was not quite enough. But nevertheless, though, I think this is going to be. I think in terms of standings, though, yeah, Team Flash right now might just be able to get themselves a good position now to get into the playoffs, and that's going to be dependent, I think, on like 2 matches coming in, right?
Definitely, if I'm not mistaken, Team Flash, they definitely collect enough points and enough wins for themselves to get into the Challengers Finals itself. And looking at the numbers, just speculation is just based on my own calculation. Team Flash might even get into it already.
Oh, that's actually going to be really good news, I think, for Team Flash. If that prediction is right, though, let's have a look at the post analysis here. Let's see how exactly the Team Flash pulled this off here, because I have to say, the way they played here, the way they strategized, and the way they pulled it off is certainly something to be like modeled here by a lot of these Brawl Stars teams. So let's look right from the get-go. I mean, domination started right from here for this bot drop. I mean, they managed to pop the base of Crazy Lagoon. That's insane. The level of like domination they had over the center of this map just made it so that Crazy Lagoon couldn't even get a single bot out from their end.
Yep, definitely. Team Flash just have everything in the bag, and I think this is a good time for the top two, Jupiter and also Trooper Suprema, to recognize and take note, because Team Flash could be, based on my speculation, one of the team to make it into the finals. So this is all the information that they need to take down and understand that how is Team Flash playing the composition, playing to their experience of the game.
But again, even from this hot zone here, and finally the Snake Prairie, I mean, the thing was that, you know, a lot of things were stacked up against Crazy Lagoon, you know, from the get-go. But this was really their best shot here. The minute we were able to get the combo right from their end, really made things work out. But the way that like Flash were able to counter-aggress, really punish, I would say, the aggression that Crazy Lagoon tried to do, really sealed the deal for them. Even though in final moments, you know, they brought out the bow, they were able to get some good combos, but just look at that, the way they forced them into their corner, forced them into their spawn, making sure that they couldn't really escape all the damage here, and with Cootie Ace constantly hounding them, constantly getting vacuum all of them. Oh, it's really such a tough match here for Crazy Lagoon, but again, just brilliance, nothing but brilliance here from the side of Team Flash.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Seeing how everything boils down and how Team Flash dissect and tear every single opportunity from the side of Crazy Lagoon. They have played it well. I do feel like they might give a fight. Maybe we get to see a rematch as Team Flash. Could they make it into the finals, and especially can they go up against the other two Japanese team? Once again, Trooper Suprema and Jupiter could be an enemy, could be an opponent as well that they are facing in the finals.
Yeah, certainly you know what Team Flash's real target is here. I mean, Crazy Lagoon literally is just going to be a stepping stone for them to get to that objective. So, and in any case, they've really made a strong case for themselves to be a top top contender here in this challengers. And certainly with the results, you know, you can't really argue against it. You know, the way they've been able to dominate their own fellow Singaporean teams, they also dominated Indonesian teams as well, and just taking. Even though they weren't able to beat Jupiter or Trooper Suprema, the thing is that taking this win against Crazy Lagoon very much secures them a lot of points here. So yeah, I think at this point, what else is left to be said, you know, about Team Flash here? They came in very confident. You knew that they were certainly going to be one of the favorites here in this tournament. And if your calculations are right, and I believe certainly that they should be right, and yeah, Team Flash might just be in the finals here, ladies and gentlemen. It just might be. Of course, official results will be coming out once we already had the official count back, but nevertheless, you know, from what we've seen here, this is certainly grand finals worthy of this team.
Yeah, definitely Team Flash. I think they have everything in the bag. They are going to go into the Challengers finals. They know what to do, and I think they are going to bring a stack of paper into it with all their ideas, with all the strategies that they have, and maybe they just gonna lay it out, and the moment they face an opponent that is too hard, they are going to backtrack, go and check back on their strategy and rethink of a new one on how are they going to attack this. I think Team Flash, they have a high chance into the finals, but we have to wait for that, because we still have to wait for confirmation on who is the 4 team that is going to make it into the top 4 to the Challenger finals as well. But we kind of know the first 2 teams that is going to be Jupiter and Trooper Suprema, just based on calculation. But who could be the next 2 teams, Victor?
Well, I mean, right now it's looking very much, I think, between maybe Byro. I almost want to say, I think Crazy Lagoon still may have a shot though, but the thing is that points wise, I don't think so. Yeah, gonna be a bit tough. But I think Byro still might stand a good chance in this case. But nevertheless, I think we have an interview about to come up, aren't we?
I think we do have confirmation that we do have the interview with the coach of Team Flash. Ooh.
Hello, Wiggly Spoo. Nice to see you here, the coach of Team Flash here, ladies and gentlemen. So, first off, congratulations on that incredible series there against Crazy Lagoon. I think first question I think to you guys is like, this is already the 7th and final day of play day here for the challengers. Has things gone according to plan for you guys?
Somewhat. I mean, 2 losses isn't exactly part of the plan. I think an earlier interview by my teammate did say we'll try and win every game, but that didn't happen. Things have changed. So I think it's 80% of the plan executed.
I mean, 80% better than like less than that, right? But nevertheless, I think it's still a very impressive performance of you guys. Off to you. Any questions for the inside?
On the 3rd set itself, when you guys were playing on to Bounty, the 2nd round that Crazy Lagoon, they put on the aggression. Were you guys surprised on how Crazy Lagoon was trying to adapt to your strategy?
Not exactly. I mean, after the first game, we knew that they had to change comps because their strategy just wasn't working out for them. We expected a few counters, and I think they played one that we are more familiar with. But at the same time, because it's been a very long time since we played this map and against this kind of comp, we played it a little bit wrong and made some unnecessary mistakes. We let them put too much pressure in the early game, and the game ran away from there.
Hi, and I think one more question from my side here before you let you go. I think, is there going to be anything you'd like to say to your fans and supporters for Team Flash here? Any kind of shout outs you'd like to give for your fans out there?
Thank you all for supporting us. We know that the CESA and ANZ region isn't exactly a very big one, so we're very happy to know that we have supporters from all around the world. So thank you guys for always following our games and giving us your support.
Alright, so I think, are there any more questions left here from your side, Uwu?
I think a last question for me is like, knowing that just based on the numbers of games and the wins, everything, are you guys prepared to face up Jupiter and Trooper Suprema again?
I think even if we're not prepared now, we will be prepared by then.
That's fighting words, my friend. That's fighting words. So all the best to you guys. I mean, certainly you guys have made a strong case for yourselves being one of the best here in Southeast Asia. So kudos to you guys and kudos to your boys as well. Thank you very much to Wiggly Spoo. That was the coach for Team Flash, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Yeah, that was game, wasn't it, Uwu? My goodness, it's been quite a night here today, but we still have another night to go, don't we? One more day, days. Tomorrow we got 2 more matches to go, so make sure you guys are able to stay around for that. Be sure to give a like to our pages here, ESL Asia on Facebook, and make sure that you stay notified when these live streams come up. Let's have a look at the standings and see where these teams stand now at this final juncture here. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, they are playing to get into the finals, so right now, on top of the board here, Jupiter, of
Oh.
course, having not even lost a single game at all. Tropa Suprema still going to be in the second spot again after taking that very, very dominant win here against Waffle Monsters. Team Flash only just got into third here. Not quite enough to get into the top two, my friend, but nevertheless, very, very well done for them, and hopefully be seeing a lot more for them in the future.
But looking at the numbers itself, Jupiter and Trooper Suprema, they have already secured themselves into the top four. Just going to give you a bit of correction, but then it will be top four going into the Challengers Finals. So third and fourth placing, Team Flash has secured themselves a slot. Who will be
Might
the
just
next
have-
one? Can Byro?
Yeah, can Byro be the dark horse here, ladies and gentlemen? Because remember, we still have 2 more matches to go. We still have 4 challenger teams here, still vying for that top 4 spot. And right now, Byro does stand a good chance here. Waffle Monsters, of course, they have already lost 1 here, so certainly that's going to weigh very heavily against them. But if certainly if things look different for some of the other teams here, maybe it might have another chance. But nevertheless, let's have a look at the bottom of the list here. After Waffle Monsters, we have Crazy Lagoon having lost out the match here against Team Flash. Unfortunately, that puts them all the way down into 6th spot with only 6 points. To the name, Sunny Side Up. Again, they haven't really quite played any matches here. Neither has Last Will, but tomorrow will be their chance for some redemption, because certainly they could use a little bit of that. But ladies and gentlemen, that is the standings as it were so far. We only got 2 more matches to go. Let's have a look at the schedule and let you guys know when these matches are coming up. Indeed, Sunny Side Up.
Tomorrow's schedule will be Sunny Side Up going up against Spyro, and Jupiter going up against Lasso. Sorry, Victor, to interrupt, but seeing tomorrow matchup, really wants to know who will be making into the top 4. Spyro, can they make it or break it? They are sitting at a very good odds, but the last matchup for this challenger, Jupiter going up against Last Wolf, feels like a one-sided game, but I think Last Wolf, they might still want to put up a fight.
I'll tell you what, though, it might be an outside chance, I have to say, but let's just say, this is a wild theory. Let's just say Sunny Side Up wins their match against Byro. Waffle Monsters might just eat their way into top 4. This is a theory. It's just a theory. But just imagine if that happens.
Based on my calculation, maybe it might be on favor for the side of Waffle Monster, but I don't. Numbers still a bit in favor for Byro by 1 match. So I'm really not sure how it all boils up to. I think we have, and everyone at home wanting to know the answer, they have to wait for tomorrow. I really can't say much. My maths could be right, could be wrong.
Mathematics can only do so much, but really, it is up to the teams to prove their worth. So make sure you guys join us tomorrow as we see the conclusion of this season's challenges here. This has been the ESL Mobile Open Brawl Stars Season 1. It's play day number 7. We're going to be continuing this tomorrow here, so make sure you guys join us for that. My name is Victor Cax. Joining me here is Uwe the Magical, and hopefully we'll see you guys tomorrow. And until then, see ya.
Before we jump into the next one, here's a quick reminder for all of you mobile gamers out there. The ESL Mobile Open is just around the corner, so head over to Twitter right now and get all of those details. Tell your friends, build a team, and earn a spot in the finals.
Feeling like see the stage, hear the vibe. Pumped up to get ready for the fight. Big dreams, one chance, be the star. I'm the winner coming out of the dark.
Step out as a motivator. Let them know that the wait's up. That's how we know when we level up. Ay, that's how we know when we
Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we
the wall, still I'm staying the top. Know about the ball, I got my fan with me. That's how we know when we level up. Yeah, that's how we know when we level up. Level up.